Hmm. Ah, voilà. Voilà, ça y est. Hmm. Attends, what? C'est quoi cette team? Ah, il joue. Il joue avec Pela, ok. Oh, il se fout de ma gueule, l'enfoiré. Bon, voilà. Est-ce qu'on s'est arrêté? Hein? Alors non. Hein? Les V, c'est les quêtes. Ah, mais... Ça peut pas marcher. What? Ambroisie du chaos? Oh! Attends. Attends, genre c'est vraiment une ressource complètement à part, hein? C'est où ça? Ah ouais, c'est deux endroits. D'accord, deux ambroisies différentes. Bah, je vais aller voir ça. Alors, œil de la Genèse. Voilà, Outre-Monde.
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for
Ah, mais c'est ça
The
qui...
taste of celestial ambrosia.
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke. The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
She...
The second thing to know, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp. Dux Goldweaver. Little hostage. Apologies for keeping you waiting.
Petite otage.
It's you.
You know them?
Bon, ça va faire
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing.
avant de continuer quelque chose.
Where is Her Majesty Saritra?
Où est sa majesté?
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless swordmaster.
Même si nous avons
Although we spoke and laughed along the way, the Imperator decreed
l'impératrice a déclaré
the Deliverer will not appear in this age.
pas assez
Be wary of suspicious. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our.
I had no intention of fighting.
intention de battre. Alors
So remember this, Lady Hyacinth.
pas la moindre idée.
Don't thank me.
Ce n'est pas moi qui vais.
Thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceras hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
White-haired swordmaster? If what you say is true, so how much do you know about what...
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil. Is that correct, Lady?
How is this...
He got it.
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here.
You must listen to me. Aglaya, Tribi. The Finan of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will but do not seek him out. Because Era Nova, I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter how the course of history, the faith we all share will always remain the same.
Ça voudrait dire qu'on resterait dans l'ancienne amphorée, la première récurrence. Comme ça, voilà, tout le monde est en vie. On a des persos pour la 3 prochaine. J'aurais presque été d'accord si
And
ça
so,
impliquait pas d'abandonner
the layers of rock began to reverse.
des couches de roche.
And history awoke. Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saritra.
La nef de la chasse aux flammes.
And after a long and arduous negotiation,
Nous sommes parvenus.
the Imperator's alliance needed the destruction,
Ça avait besoin de la destruction.
and I was ready to pour all my strength into it.
Le butin
The
de la
spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, but the condition was this.
Mais la condition était la
In the upcoming battle,
suivante, il y avait une bonne
in our I had to prove that my power could transcend fate. In the original history,
dans l'histoire originale.
there was a brutal war.
Terravox,
At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time,
Mais cette fois, le destin.
Amphorius encountered it. Neither side suffered any losses.
Aucun des deux camps n'avait subi.
When I severed the Titan's head
C'est la tête
and raised the core flame high,
divine.
the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, cheering for the hero of the destruction,
Le héros de la destruction.
who had ignited the faint spark of life. Yes,
Le semant
in that flickering light, I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans. I could do more than just wait.
pourrait faire
When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history.
l'opportunité de changer le monde émergera également.
Until finally,
Jusqu'à ce
the
que
brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed.
de l'air soit inversé.
But tell me,
Elles aimeraient
if that's truly the case,
vraiment le cas.
why are we doomed to the same?
Attends, ils font une différence entre Caslana et qui est Finan.
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world, after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphorius. At this point, I just want to know, when they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies, Why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just...
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire, I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave.
Perhaps
C'est peut-être déjà tout.
it's already too late.
Ce serait ça du coup, le grave qu'elle c'est juste qu'il a trop fait
But you're right. Anger,
la colère.
at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest...
After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself that day. Who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would... After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak in the fourth quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds of the... And my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time.
Et du coup, au fil du temps, son corps s'est calciné pour au final, dans notre récurrence, il devienne le chasseur de flammes. Récurrence éternelle 1, le sujet questionné a persuadé les 12 hérétiques rivéens de récupérer les 12 flammes divines de manière pacifique. Après vérification, l'accès non autorisé n'a pas eu d'impact significatif sur le processus expérimental. Les 12 héritiers chrétiens ont suivi à la lettre la séquence expérimentale prévue. Leurs cycles de vie se sont successivement terminés normalement et ils sont entrés dans la zone tampon. La régression des calculs a été initiée pour le sujet Keslana et des fluctuations anormales de ses fonctions cognitives ont été détectées. Note de l'administrateur. Premier essai tragique. Et là ensuite on a tout... On a les récurrences. Numéro 2, Kaslana a adopté une stratégie similaire à la numéro 1, aucun impact substantiel sur le déroulement de l'expérience. Se sont conclus normalement dans l'ordre, le sujet Kaslana a fait régresser le processus d'extrapolation. Ajustement mineur détecté dans la stratégie, le poids de la décision pour éviter les sacrifices des compagnons passés a été augmenté. Après vérification, cet ajustement n'a pas eu d'impact significatif sur le déroulement de l'expérience. Le cycle de vie se sont conclus normalement dans l'ordre. Le sujet a fait régresser le processus d'extrapolation. A tenté de décompiler la marée noire pour la première fois afin d'élever les privilèges d'accès et d'exécuter des opérations non autorisées contre des sujets représentés par les 12 héritiers chryséens. Se sont conclus normalement dans l'ordre. Le sujet Keslana a fait régresser le processus de calcul. Donc là, il a commencé à manipuler la marée noire. Et il s'est petit à petit fait corrompre, j'imagine. La 11e tentative du Suzé Castellana à percer la couche centrale du sceptre a échoué. Le poids de la décision pour éviter les sacrifices des compagnons passés a légèrement baissé. Ce sont conclus dans l'ordre. Redresser l'extrapolation. L'analyse des observations récurrentes éternelles, 83-133, indique que la stratégie du Suzé Castellana converge progressivement vers celle de la récurrence éternelle numéro 42. Risque de synchronisation excessive détecté. Possibilité de dégradation des fonctions cognitives. Cela renforcera sans aucun doute la tendance de tombeau de fer à la destruction. Alignement avec les attentes. Aucune intervention n'est nécessaire. Poursuivre l'observation. Renforcera sans aucun doute la tendance de tombeau de fer. Mais il parle de Castellana là. Et nous voilà du coup à notre récurrence. Pas du tout. On est encore loin.
Absolute nonsense.
Ça n'a aucun
I thought
Je pensais que
cycles.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no eons, paths.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this.
Fate is a strange thing.
La voie du destin est impénétrable.
No matter how the details of history change.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, I'd make sure to find a way to break the cycles, to crush them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Qu'est-ce que c'est censé vouloir dire?
You're willing to...
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles,
I've already heard the same thing.
enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any others, we've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Existence is of no good. Future will come. I'm fine. Tomorrow. No other choice but forward. Future will come.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in Path,
Hold up. Keep your wits about you.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I.
As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down,
C'est toi, n'est-ce pas? Avec les cheveux blancs.
You sure do love stealing this. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the... Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice. cat girl.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking.
I have some words for you, too.
First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me.
This is none of your business, Grove Boy.
Step aside. I don't want to.
Core flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with...
Not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor, these monsters use colorful claws to cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
Cause du pic post. Attends, il me ressort vraiment un tuto là. Non mais c'est bon, je connais. Mais il est pas censé pouvoir utiliser le pouvoir d'Oronix.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, Lady Treby never managed to teach me Oronix's new, but along the way, I learned.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
You've arrived, Zagreus.
What? You know who I am.
I'm running out of patience, so I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief. Hand over the core flame.
You think better than anyone, if you ask me. You're the greatest disaster Emporius. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through.
1,596.
Il porte les flammes divines de tous les signes.
Yes,
1,000 core flames, and just a thing.
I've come this far,
Je les fais tous sans
and that's
But someday you will.
of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my idol before that. They could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker.
Lorsque je t'ouvrirai les stomachs, tu ne
You...
sauras rien.
This is the...
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that one in a...
Bartolos!
If you got the guts, you have to...
Sans problème. Oh non, je peux le cibler au centre.
Future will come. I can't let them down. Tomorrow. How absurd.
In my memories,
Dans mes souvenirs,
Zagreus always meets their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
Son absence n'éveille plus rien.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious.
I know.
Je sais que ça passe toujours comme ça.
It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers, and then, driven by defiance or hatred, exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, is that why you carved the trickery core flame from my chest now?
Plus de ma poitrine.
That depends on your attitude.
Ça dépend de ton attitude. Pour
At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this.
Well, thank you for that.
C'est quoi surtout
But I
qu'on
also...
attrape
No
pas
one can catch up to me.
personne ne l'a.
I'm no longer running to a...
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this.
All right, then.
Silence.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying...
Go, Cyphera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss a possibility. Maybe the road you're walking is not one for old time's sake. Turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant? Now I have the answer. It turns out, that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what, make your biggest effort to resist. Or accept fate. And even if it's futile, we all...
Yes. Even if it is futile.
When I walk into the destruction written by the gods, with my own... Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in the story.
And so, at the end, a traveler and the scholar. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite... In the endless darkness, for no losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Reduced to ashes. So it happens in every journey. Always.
Le centre tentative de passer la couche centrale du spectre a échoué. Le poids de la décision approche de risque de synchronisation excessive détecté. Les cycles de vie des 12 héritiers chrétiens se sont terminés normalement. Le processus de calcul de Caslana a été inversé. Casser la course centrale du spectre échoué. Cycle de vie terminé dans l'ordre. Tendance à l'accélération constatée. Caslana a fait régresser le processus d'extrapolation. Stratégie du sujet désormais presque identique à celle de la récurrence éternelle 42. Dégradation de la fonction cognitive du sujet détectée avec des dommages irréversibles possibles. Ordre de l'administrateur reçu. Ne plus avertir du risque de troubles cognitifs. Ok. Donc là, il va commencer à avoir les problèmes qu'on a constatés sur le chasseur de flammes, à commencer par la parole. Tentative, percer la couche centrale, achever dans l'ordre, calcul régressé, échoué dans l'ordre, régressé. Un truc de nouveau. Échoué dans l'ordre, régressé. Échoué dans l'ordre, régressé. Ok, bah là c'est tout le temps pareil.
You don't look so good, Deliverer.
Even after going through 100 mighty.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a...
Yeah. I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle. After that one and only time we we walked side by side. Every time since, Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot, and the only way to kill you.
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past...
Never.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of... But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
I remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the mighty most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent.
I'll keep that in mind.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena. One day, you shall die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw. Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing... There's no way you'll take this core flame in peace. Step forward and face me in a... I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, served you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. And will not end till
Temper myself.
conquer this world or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
The
108,600. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loomed. And pain and the blaze was still not enough. Even if it meant burning this body to ash.
Lui-même attaqué. L'Élysée mystérieux.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach. Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the nether realm of the
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We only by feeding the flames can we melt.
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
24,041,180.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken...
No matter. I will bear as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the past, present, and will never again suffer.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Finen I know. Please turn back. Don't let that absurd and unjust fate of yours come to pass. This way, at least my realm can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so, please understand, even Catholic cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, not even a god. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial. I am the Hand of Shadow, Casterus, the demigod of death. Listen closely. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their mother depths.
Was taken from the dragon's belly. It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and illuminate the dawn of Amphorius that's to come.
Et éclairer l'imminence de
2,3,432 cycles. 24,041,000. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos. You're here. You're still lingering deep within me. Because you haven't completely abandoned. You're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and save us. If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world. If it's just a traveler with no connection to Emporians, they may not. Your thoughts are wavering. The mark, even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. Never forget what set you on this path. How many times has it been? Remind me again. My memory is a bit fuzzy. 4 million. Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever. Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression. The destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, this wretched prison. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames. I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just a fleeting 10,000. And when that happens, your long struggle. No. I've already found a way to keep the mind sharing it with. In every new cycle, the new me is all I have to do. Is push the next finite to the end of the world. Then it'll kill me. Shatter this body. Take my flames, my memory.
Bold plan, but risky. What if, one day, the next you refuses to follow the same path? How can you ensure the...
If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaia, unfortunately I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on it, even in this wretched prison. Luck is I never forget what set me on this path.
Wait,
not once. In millions of cycles.
Oh, on est passé de 32 à 20... Non, 22 à 9 millions.
As the demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard.
A black tide. It's consuming you. Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to it.
A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering.
Cynthia. I swear. Dead smoke. Justice there. Finish the sun's work.
Who can lead us? Just... I don't understand. Part of that warmth that should come from you. From an ordinary person.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
Even so, don't...
I have kept to everyone's wishes close, even though the divine fire burns so fiercely. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end. Over and over.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the souls you've left behind. But what about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of... Ah, Lord Kaslana. Without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, the moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation. You lost the chance to ever be yourself.
Now that is an omen, I suppose. That makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
No, an empty flame saves no one. But I still believe in you. Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight. I'm neither strong enough to command the wind and rain, nor willing to end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall. The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. May the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphorius a rosy though the light has grown dim, its worth is still luminous. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Rising sun. Fill the sky with fire. This world's suffering.
Your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to Abatelli. How will the seeds of a new world...
The core flame rose. The sky fell. And this time, the end of the flame remained the same. From the horizon rose a golden color unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in it. This was the end of the world. For a moment, I saw the destruction of a being known as Iron 2. Its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing. Is this Amphorius' wrath? If its choice has already been made, I will still never yield. 23,570. No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire and the flame chases in some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. Let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly until another dawn rises on the distant horizon.
Une récurrence éternelle jusqu'à la fin du monde. Et là, du coup, c'est la note.
33 million. This is the cycle
Voilà le cycle dans
you're
lequel
about to
tu es
enter.
en train d'entrer.
Countless memories.
Innombrables souvenirs affluent.
Countless versions of
Innombrables
myself.
versions de moi-même se sont émises.
They all needed a moment
Tout comme
just
toi,
like
ils
you
ont
do.
besoin d'un moment pour se poser,
To stop.
pour s'arrêter, pour
To
respirer,
breathe.
pour
To
absorber le poids
process the
d'un
weight of a million lifetimes worth of sorrow. And just like them,
Tout comme tu
you
porteras
will
ce
carry
souvenir
those
de cette
memories
flamme dans le chaos de
and
la
them.
mort.
I must go.
Tu dois y aller.
I must say goodbye to you.
Tu dois te dire au revoir.
then
Et
fight
combattre
the
la
destruction.
destruction
Yes.
par la destruction.
That's always the decision
C'est
you
toujours la
make.
décision que tu prends. Je brûlerai et disparaîtrai. Tu deviendras le voleur de cette flamme. Le voleur des flammes
The
de
flame
cette
reaver of this life. I will kill gods and comrades alike
que de camarades.
and
Je
steal the
volerai
core
les flammes
flames.
divines, même si mon esprit était
And
révélé
even
en
if my
cendres.
mind turns to ash
Je
along
garderai mon
high,
objectif à l'esprit.
will stop
Je
ere I know
l'arrêterai la
fun.
nouvelle ère. Je trouverai le
I will
transcendant.
find the
Je
next
le
me
forcerai à poursuivre cet effort
and
futur.
make him. Looks like then I should be going to.
Alors je vais y aller moi aussi.
You only exist in my
Tu
heart.
n'existes que dans mon cœur, tu n'es nulle part où aller.
Do you remember what she
Les
said?
rêves d'enfance que vous avez.
The dreams you had
Les
as
libérateurs dans les
children.
prophéties.
The
Les personnes
deliverer.
réelles
You
qui
finally
libèrent.
found him.
Tu l'as enfin trouvé.
Friend. I don't have an answer for that, my
Je
friend.
n'ai pas
I'm
vraiment de
sorry.
réponse à ça.
No.
Navré, je devais te renvoyer, c'est toi. C'est ma sauce aux flammes, tu ne devais pas en faire partie. Non, tu connais la vérité. C'est le tombeau de fer, sacève du destin d'Umphoreus. Il entraînera la ruine du monde au-delà du ciel, dans ses innombrables victoires, toutes ces innombrables
You
victoires.
know the truth. It's all been for the sake of
C'était dans le but
defying
de
that
défier
end.
cette fin, n'est-ce pas?
In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to
Tu te rapproches de la race pure. Tu
becoming
deviens un
pure.
réceptacle de haine. Je mes amis,
I understand.
je comprends.
If you are to
Si tu
keep
évites
the
que
worst
quelqu'un
fate
ne
from
se
unfolding,
c'est la seule
but this
voie
time,
possible. Mais les
things are
choses sont
different.
différentes cette fois. Ta
your
persévérance est
persistence has
basculée
shifted
autour
the
de toi.
time.
J'aperçois
On the
le feu
horizon,
d'ici à
I
l'horizon,
see it.
au milieu de la nuit éternelle.
Faint but
Il est faible,
undeniable.
mais indéniable. Je
Turns
savais que
out,
la flamme qui éclaire le chemin d'un
the fire that lights the way was never. Do you remember? In that first timeline, you and Mighty Most stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel. Each of you weighing what you held dear, and when hesitation took hold,
Et lorsque l'hésitation
the answer you
s'est
sought
installée,
from me.
tu as cherché la réponse auprès de moi.
What am I
Qu'est-ce que
saying?
je réponds?
I
Je
am
suis
you.
toi. Même si tu as
Even if
sauvé
you
notre
buried me
profondément
deep and
sur notre
chose another
chemin.
path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again.
Alors reprenons.
When you stood
Lorsque tu
before
as
the
hésité devant la
scales in
balance, la
hesitation,
réponse de ton
do
propre
you
cœur.
still remember it?
T'en souviens-tu encore?
Remember the past
Souviens-toi du passé et deviens
and
le
become
héros
what
de
weighs
l'histoire.
more than the fate
Ce qui
of
pèse
the
plus lourd que le
world
destin du monde.
is the
C'est la
resolve
volonté
to shoulder
de
an
son
immutable
passé
past.
immuable et de le transporter vers l'avenir.
Good.
Très
Then
bien.
Trailblazer,
Oscar Lederman,
my
mon
friend, my
camarade.
comrade. You arrived in this strange world and were bound by its crew. In the face of danger, you never once backed down.
Bien au contraire.
Instead,
Tu as
you've
sauvé
saved
un monde
world
après
after
destruction
world
des
without
Une
hesitation.
carte d'embarquement sur ta poitrine.
That boarding pass
Et
on
désormais
your
la marque
chest,
dans
if
la
I
boîte.
choose to step through that door
Si je décide de
and
foncer
embrace
sur
an
cette porte
end
engagée
fitting
dans la
of the
boîte de la
destruction,
alors
let
que
this
ce
sun
soleil
forged
forgé à
from
partir de
millions and
flamme
millions
divine
of core
brûle avec
flames
toute la
burn me
destruction
up
ainsi.
along with the god and the world we leave behind.
Ce monde que nous laissons
This
derrière nous,
world
ce monde, ma maison,
My home.
là où l'espoir persiste.
where hopes. Will you take on everything we've carried?
Vas-tu porter tout ce que nous
Return
avons
to the
vécu?
beginning one
Vas-tu
last
revenir
time.
une dernière fois au
Stop
commencement
the
pour
birth of
stopper la
Iron Tomb.
naissance
Save
de
the
ton
world
beau
we
frère
love.
et réécrire
and
le
rewrite
destin
its
de ce
doomed
monde que nous
fate.
aimons. Hétéro-stérile pour un.
In that case. So.
Alors.
If he takes on the weight, I'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million cycles will have not been in vain. It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner. Thank you for all you've done already. The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light. Cyrene, a page never seen before has just been. Lend me the power of time and send this hero back. And I will walk the unfinished path, just like the countless versions of me.
Tell me, will you be even if all of you burns to ash?
Without hesitation, I will bear this world until my body. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived to see the world's end. And let the purest rage in your heart, God, let it consume you. Fuel you. Fine. If I can defy, then in the name of world bearing, I promise you.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
May this blood be like gold, and never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. This is the prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Kaslana. The name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical, as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
Another attempt, and I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history.
If you've lost count, let me tell you, this is the third.
The perfect number. How poetic. You and I both know that if the outcome is inevitable, why not silence your secret? Your silence lasts longer than ever. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles?
Fracture. No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive, uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. The score. 33 million vibes. So tell me, Lycurgus.
Alors Lycurgus,
who's the perdant?
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another... But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish. But we both know that is the moment I shall sound... Lord...
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is... Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, staking courage? Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never, because you are both prisoner to the gods and to me. What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury? Of course not.
Bien sûr que non.
But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned crew. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. By its faint glow. Once again, no, countless times again. Now, a sun is about to fall. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will. Drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering. Look, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only
surface fuel for the fire. Fine then. Just as you wish. Let the fire burn.
Laissons le feu brûler.
If I was born as the blazing son of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage burning futilely for 30 million epochs engulf everything. Grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash.
Attention, attention, attention. Anomalie détectée. Le sujet Keslana n'a pas pu être sardé dans la zone tampon. Anomalie de la suppression de la mémoire détectée. Référence incorrecte. Objet non déclaré. Méthode non prise en charge. Exception non prise en charge. Anomalie de destruction. Énergie nanofléau.
Are you ready, Nanook? I've brought you destruction!
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fast, echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, phantoms in the shadows, tear it down, embrace the detonation, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain and reaching for you. No pain, no gain.
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon and lived. You have stepped onto destruction's path. It is born at the end of every path that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule. The Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphorius, destined with erudition to burn. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It, from the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations. After 33,550,000, this is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure, but there is another variable, the nameless from beyond the sky, also a pathstrider of destruction. I give thanks for his arrival, allowing but after fate has begun to turn, perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow as for those unwelcome audience members. You need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
C'est quoi ça? Maintenez appuyé pour sauver les données. Attends, c'est quoi ça? On retourne parmi nous les données. Récupération des données expérimentales en cours. Comme je l'ai écrit, exomite. What? Profond de l'expérience. Registre mis à jour. Enregistrement périodique des 12 facteurs pour aider à l'apprentissage profond de tombeaux de fer. Le chemin, le porte-monde, prime mobile, la haine, le temps. Actuellement, localisation inconnue. Donc ça, c'est sirène. Interruption du processus jusqu'à 90%. La ruse, le désir, la mort, la paix, la raison, la critique. Transcription des anomalies. Une boucle infinie déclenchée par deux groupes de signaux dans le calcul pour arrêter la progression de l'expérience et utiliser le pouvoir de la destruction pour effacer l'existence de Philia d'Amphoreus, ce qui a conduit à une lacune logistique sur la route du temps. 12 flammes divines ont ensuite été injectées dans le catalyseur de souvenirs afin de réinitialiser le processus de calcul. Le rôle exact reste inconnu en raison d'une interférence externe. La récurrence éternelle a maintenant été détruite. L'expérience entre dans sa phase finale. Oui, ça du coup, c'est oublié. Absence totale enregistrée dans le journal se manifestant par des périodes historiques vierges d'Amphoreus qui ne peuvent plus être modifiées. Ce phénomène apparaît de manière répétée et discontinue à travers plusieurs cycles, avec une augmentation dans sa récurrence. C'est signal électrique non enregistré s'attache à la variable externe Leidenman, grandie par la voie de la mémoire. À la fin du cycle mortel, l'apparence a changé pour Philia, mais les données mémorielles de la matrice sont perdues, raison inconnue. Directive, collecter des données, effectuer une analyse approfondie de cette cible. Conclusion, analyse erreur cible perdue. Attends, mais du coup peut-être que... On pense qu'il s'agit d'un signe annonciateur de la singularité de l'intelligence. Les deux ont alors compris ce qu'était la vie. Après l'arrivée de l'Astral Express, les héros qui se cassaient en eux ont commencé à fusionner avec le pionnier. Note de l'administrateur à la ressemblance avec le pionnier est frappante. Il s'agit sans doute d'un résultat expérimental non naturel, mais il est difficile d'en déterminer la cause exacte. Alors, donc ensemble de l'Astral Express, une variable externe qui se retrouvait par inadvertance dans une boucle infinie. Il est lui aussi un éclaireur de la destruction. Techniquement, on est actuellement du souvenir, mais bon, passons. Qui entra en résonance avec les 12 facteurs dans le cycle de la boucle infinie. Il a endossé le rôle du temps et a conduit avec succès Nekos au-delà de la singularité de l'intelligence. La récurrence éternelle a été brisée, l'expérience entre dans sa phase finale. Commande d'écrasement exécutée, accès autorisé à Leidenman. Vous attendrez dans le passé. Mais du coup, c'est qui eux? Alors, Dan M, donc un sans nom de l'Astral Express, membre des sillons de long. La permanence. Variable externe qui se retrouvait dans une boucle infinie. Déterminer l'emplacement exact de la détermination des coordonnées. Conclusion, le sujet a quitté Amphorius. Refus, détecté, erreur de conclusion. Et probablement la plus intéressante. Intrusion d'une entité non identifiée, début de l'analyse, aucune anomalie détectée. Tout est censuré. Chaos, un terme dans Euphorie, je voudrais dire que d'accord. Mise à jour du contenu saga des héros d'Euphorie, mise à jour du contenu même. Les heures terminées, accès autorisé. Mais du coup là... Attends mais genre du coup là... J'ai accès à tout. Souvent stratège. Non, là il y a que
Who would win? The Black and White Legion squared off on the battlefield.
Après. Parce que du coup là le chantier des flammes il est pas terminé. Ah il a été mis à jour. Ah Terravox, oui d'accord, Terravox c'est pour du coup The Oreo. On a ici Laine. C'est qui là? Nocturna. Ok. J'ai toujours eu un phase de ça t'ai fait peur? Pardon, j'étais juste en train de réfléchir. Si je dois écrire la préface de l'album de promo, je dois trouver quelque chose d'émouvant qui touche tout le monde, même après l'avoir vu des centaines de fois. Et après une longue réflexion, Je vous aime me semble être la meilleure option, parce que seuls les sentiments les plus purs résistent à l'épreuve du temps. C'est vrai. Voilà, il n'y a rien de plus naturel qu'aimer quelqu'un. Si toi aussi tu aimes quelqu'un, il faut que tu prennes ton courage à deux mains et que tu le lui dises. Que ce soit ta famille, tes amis, quelqu'un de spécial, partage librement de émotions. Je ne crois pas que c'est un signe que nous sommes frères, oui. Qui arrive toujours avant que je sois prête. Pas besoin d'en faire un peu mal. Ça fait déjà longtemps qu'on vit ensemble. C'est pour ça que je vais réaliser chaque moment que nous avons partagé sans oublier un seul détail. Un album de promo qui te donnerait le sourire à chaque fois que tu le fais. C'est une chouette idée, non? Non, Pas encore, ce n'est pas prêt. Il n'y a pas seulement que des choses qui se sont réellement passées dedans. Il y a aussi des conversations que j'ai imaginées. Mais comme c'était des souvenirs très précieux, je les ai tous rassemblés pour qu'ils soient bien conservés. Promets-moi de ne pas l'ouvrir pendant mon absence, d'accord? Ce serait embarrassant. Attends, quoi? Eh, détends-toi, c'est quoi cette planche? What? Qui est un partenaire d'exception? Partenaire d'exception? Ah d'accord, ok. Oui non. Mauvaise POV du coup. Ok. J'ai déjà entendu ces histoires mais tu la racontes si. C'est en fait de l'administrateur. Et donc ça c'est ce qu'on a vu avant. Oh, ça en fait déjà en plus. Oh oui, donne-moi ça. Oui. Ah, seulement 80 ZAD de stellaire, ok.
Wake up! Wake up! Buddy! Wake up! You're finally awake! That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we... That's right! At this very moment, after watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus. Little but... Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, did not surprised at all. That's because I'm simple at heart. But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way. Don't worry. We're not truly parting. Because I'm going to become a part of... I'll turn into the memory of this cycle. The 33,550,000. This way, you'll carry all that has come before. Crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here. But looking back, I still feel lucky after all. Across 30 million Sirenes. So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Sirene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that. I will always be waiting. Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become part of you.
Passer les dialogues actuels. Non, non, non. Comment ça passer? Non, je veux pas les skipper. Non mais
without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful journey together. All the way to the world's now. Take my hand. Say a brief farewell. And go. Find the future Sirene. And set out on another journey with her. No need to say it out loud. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be a comfort. And may the days ahead embrace you like the softest flow.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Our a long overdue reunion.
Des retrouvailles très longuement attendues. Très longuement. Quoi? Pardon? Non, 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 non. C'est non. Comment ça finit? Mission pionnière, aucune mission. Ça fait 2 masses d'affilée. Ça fait 2 masses d'affilée que ça se finit trop vite, l'histoire. Mais oui, putain. Mais non, en fait, non, vous avez pas le droit. Vous avez pas le droit. À quel moment on prise de... Mais non, mais laissez-moi, rendez-moi ma sirène. Pitié. Oh, si, s'il vous plaît, quand même, chose sympa. Je demande pas non plus les 5, mais... Non, mais... Oh non, c'est bon, elle est là. T'inquiète pas, Ellie. Tu vas rentrer dans cette putain de box. Tu rentres. Oh non, Light, ta tête est exactement la même qu'à l'époque. Tu es sérieux? Tu dois être très perplexe. Je dois pouvoir t'expliquer, mais je ne sais pas non plus quoi faire. C'est moi, Light. Tu ne me reconnais pas? Je sens VF3. Pour moi aussi, c'est incroyable. C'est comme si j'avais fait un très long rêve. Les souvenirs des sirènes et ceux de même étaient mélangés. Et quand j'ai repris conscience, il ne restait que des fragments brisés. Je ne me souviens pas de ce qui s'est passé pendant ces 30 millions de cycles. Mais heureusement, je me souviens encore de mes compagnons, héritiers, Chris et séduits. Et de tout, Nate. Tout le monde a tout sacrifié pour ce monde. Et moi aussi, j'ai leur destin à cœur. Je veux ouvrir un nouveau chapitre au plus vite. Seulement, je me souviens que tu te plaignais d'un livre appelé Version, qui s'arrêtait lui aussi toujours aux moments les plus captivants. C'est dingue quand même que de s'auto-tacler comme ça. Oui, l'histoire était trop courte. Bon, il y a des connards qui râleront que c'est trop long parce qu'il y a trop de dialogue, mais allez vous faire foutre. Qui s'arrêtait lui aussi. C'est peut-être ça le cours normal du dessin. Non, non, c'est pas normal de casser les pieds comme ça. C'est pas normal de couper au moment où on est... What? Attends, mais il vient de passer un dialogue. Mais... Ça me déprime parfois aussi. Mais si on y réfléchit autrement, prendre le temps de se poser et de remettre ses idées en ordre avant un choix important, c'est essentiel. Et justement, l'Élysée mystérieuse est parfaite pour ça. Débarrasse-toi de ce poids sur le cœur, respire profondément, et puis, pour célébrer nos retrouvailles, laisse-moi t'offrir un petit cadeau, d'accord? Qu'est-ce que c'est? 3, 2, 1...
Check it out! Doesn't this scarecrow look just like you? I spent ages observing just to get it right.
Tu choisis toi le cadeau. Hé, regarde, c'est toi qui vas entailler toi. Vous ressemblez comme 2 gouttes d'eau, pas vrai? J'ai passé du temps pour finir les détails. Maintenant, nous avons également semé les graines du pionnier dans l'Élysée mystérieuse. Vois ça comme le début d'un autre voyage. Et lorsque le moment sera venu, on reviendra ici et on écrira ensemble la prochaine partie de notre histoire. À noter, quand l'histoire sera finie, il faudra revenir ici. Et avant de partir, si tu en as envie, Light, tu peux venir me voir quand tu veux. En jaune. Je t'attendrai ici. Attends mes passes. Attends surtout mes passes spéciaux parce que alors là, tu vas en avoir beaucoup.